Welcome to JAPD. Subscribe, follow, like and comment to all our publications on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Watch and give us feedback.
Today, I want to tell the whole world to know how did Peter Obi manage to get 6.1 million votes in the last presidential election of 2023. Because I see Obedience bragging that Peter Obi managed to get 6.1 million votes despite the fact that he did it in an unstructured political party. He does not have governor, he does not have senator and anything. I am here to remind you. See, this analysis that I want to do is a fact about how Peter Obi gets 6.1 million votes. But it takes only few political analysts to tell you that. And I am one of the most courageous political analysts in Nigeria to be courageous enough to come out to tell you this thing, because the purpose is very simple. We don't do analysis to gain followers. We do analysis to educate people. Now, Peter Obi gets 6.1 million votes in 3 factors. Number 1, out of that 6.1 million votes, 50%, 15% of those votes are that agitation of the youth that they need a change government. Peter Obi will manage himself to cajole the emotions of the youth to believe that he stands as a president for the next generation. Peter Obi declared so many times that he is contesting for the president for the youth, whereas Peter Obi himself was 60 years plus in 2023. So he's not even a youth, but he deceived people by lobbying the leaders of the NSAS in Lagos, Delta, Benin, all these NSAS people to believe that in their camp, to begin to spread the news that it is a movement for new Nigeria, it is a movement for the youth. So the youth now, all these celebrities believe in that with the influence of social media, because they sponsor social media from overseas. All this is brother from overseas. They sponsor the investor on social media to push agenda. So bloggers trend, bloggers get engagement whenever they post about Peter Obi. So that's how Peter Obi managed to get 1.5% of vote. That is 50%. Now 40% of that 6.1 million vote are tribal vote. 40% out of that 100% of vote Peter Obi got, 40% is a tribal vote. That is why you see in the southeast, Peter Obi pull out 89% of vote, leave Kwankwaso, Atiku Abubakar, Tinubu to struggle with 11%. The Igbo in the southeast, they give all their vote to Peter Obi because they believe since our agitation for Biafra does not work out and we have a candidate who has already been favored by the other part of the religion. I'm getting there. So let's take this advantage to pull all our resources, our energy to see maybe he can win it, especially that we have 3 other strong candidates in Atiku, Obi, Ambu, Kwankwaso, and Tinubu. They invested Igbo all over the country. Anywhere there is an Igbo man, they voted for Peter Obi. Anywhere there is an Igbo man in this country, they voted for Peter Obi. Obi. We were in some of their group now. They speak Igbo now. They don't even know that some of us understand Igbo. They speak Igbo. This is a Igbo town. That is why you see Peter Obi managed to gain excess of vote in Lagos with that youth factor and the Igbo factor, because Igbo are plenty. Igbo many that influence in Lagos in 2027 election. 50% of vote is from his tribal people. Then the last 45% of vote, this one is the most vote. The Christians all over Nigeria were angry. Muslim ticket of APC. They preach it is a war. Peter Obi himself, the presidential candidate, pick up his phone, call Pastor Oyedepo, tell him it is a religious war. Tell your people, church, take back your country. We have seen Peter Obi that have never attended a church in public before. Peter Obi attended Shiloh. This is after that election. Peter Obi was found near Shiloh again. Shiloh is one of the biggest prayer program they host in the country. So Peter Obi do attend Shiloh, but see Peter Obi attended Shiloh again. So it is a vote. You see place like Plateau. They voted Peter Obi because of Christian. Even Nasarawa, they pack it, even in my village, like in my polyuni, my pilon, all of them pack their vote, they give it to Peter Obi. You understand? Even place like Benue, it was a religion that voted. Abuja, influence of Igbo are there, no, the other tribes celebrating and they mix it with religion. Boom, Peter Obi also won Abuja. But if you look at states that Muslim are dominant, like Northeast, Northwest, and even Niger, Kwara, if you see those states, Peter Obi is nowhere to be found. Any state that you see Muslim are dominant. Let's talk about Osun State. Even Osun State, Peter Obi is nowhere to be done now. So anywhere that you see there is no Igbo or there is not Christian, Peter Obi is not there to be found. You understand? And if you go to places like Delta State, Rivers State, and Benin, all those states are Delta Igbo. So they voted Peter Obi massively. So these are the factors that make Peter Obi get 6.1 million. But though today, those factors are no longer there because the Christians in Nigeria understand that they can't do it alone. And this Tinubu administration that they say Tinubu is going to Islamize the country. It's not even Islamizing the country. The administration is more favorable to Christians. So it will be easy for Christians to say, okay, let's give our vote to Tinubu this time than to try Peter Obi. Peace off. I still remain your youngest political analyst who started politics at the age of 7.